What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're at Glen Sports and the Joe Power Move. We will go through a series of questions with the players and the coaches to get an inside feel of what it means to be a part of the Power Move family. Stay tuned. Welcome back. For the first interview of the day, we're going to get it in with the coach. So first off, Coach, give me your name and what team do you coach?
I'm Dorsey, and I coach the Power Move 17 years.
Okay. How long have you been coaching?
It's like my 25th year now.
Okay. Always been with Power Move or?
No, I started out in Pittsburgh with Western PA Bruins, and then I started with the Pittsburgh Rockers for several years. And then I coached at the University of the Roche in Pittsburgh. Then I coached at the University of Virgin Islands, and I started a program there called VI Daughters. And then when I moved back from the Virgin Islands, I came up here to Baltimore, and I knew, some of the guys, and I told them I'd come help them with Power Move.
Okay, so well-traveled, definitely. PA, Virgin Islands, now here in Baltimore. Anywhere that's been your favorite place to be?
No, I mean, I think that wherever young children are that I can coach is my favorite place to be. It doesn't matter what city or country.
Okay, so Power Move, getting with them, 17U, what's the goals for the summer with the team, and anything that just sticks out about this team in particular?
Well, I mean, the goal is to get scholarships.
Always.
That's the ultimate goal, and that's what we focus on in practice. And when we go on the road, we always make sure that we get to events where people know us, and we get to know, and they get to expose us to even more college coaches. So it's about the exposure and just getting the girls ready, you know what I'm saying, from a elite level standpoint. Because a lot of times in high school, you might have one or two players that are good on the team, and a lot of coaches design their plays based on the weakness of their players, but with us, we got to fix weaknesses so that everyone's strong, because college coaches are only recruiting one player. They don't care if you win, they don't care if you lose, they're just looking for one player, so we try to develop it as much as possible.
Okay, so any tournament so far this year?
We played up in Spooky earlier, with our younger 25 team.
Okay.
This will be our first tournament next weekend for our 17 years.
Okay, where will you guys be?
We'll be at Spooky
Okay.
Pennsylvania.
Any schedule yet?
We do have the schedule, but I don't do the schedule. I just show up. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like other people do the schedule, and I figure out, okay, I'm going to be here on this day. That's it. I don't have the whole schedule, but I know we'll be going to Texas. We're sponsored by Adidas now, and they have a new league, which is called 3SSB, and it's 26 teams of the top teams around the country. So we'll be going down to Texas, Atlanta, and New York, and so forth that I can remember.
Okay, so that's news to me that you guys switched over from Under Armour to Adidas. So without giving me too much, can you speak on anything that led to that decision, or is that kind of still, lucrative?
I mean, it's like, to me, Nike was my first deal. I had a Nike deal back in the day before it became EYBL. And then we lost our deal after 6 years. Then I got an Adidas deal, and I was there. But the problem was the company wasn't sponsoring the Adidas program.
Okay.
They farmed it out to a third party, and they let them run it. So Nike was the only one that gave money to teams.
Right.
So now we had a really good deal with Adidas, which was better than our deal with Under Armour. More gear, more money, and things of that nature. So it just made sense to help our whole organization. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we
So it was just a move to better for the girls.
Yeah. Because like a lot of people in this area, they think that one circuit's better than the other circuit, and it's just a matter that Nike had more money to advertise their circuit, so it makes it seem like that's the best circuit. But when you check the books at these different events, every one of them has 200 to 300 college coaches coming. So is there one circuit that's better than the other one? Like in the past 3 years, we've had probably 20 plus scholarships. And I think that if you look at other programs in this area, they don't have that same consistency.
Right.
So we don't focus on winning. We focus on development of our players. You know what I'm saying? And then that turns into scholarships.
Okay. And that makes perfect sense. You know, you want to put your players in the best position to win.
Right.
And, you know, it's not a competition on who has the best shoe circuit. Right. It's about getting your girls to school.
Got the most scholarships.
Yes, sir.
And we consistently, every year, we've had about 7 to 10 scholarships the last 3 years. So that's what means something to me.
Yes, sir. Another question for you. What about being a coach has helped you, you know, outside of coaching? Like in your personal life, character, stuff like that?
I think it helps. Just athletics in general helps with business, helps with discipline, helps with your fitness. You know what I'm saying? It's like it kind of gives you a higher level of understanding about yourself. And that's what we transfer to the girls, because when you go to the next level, you're going to be with girls that have been playing their whole lives. So you got to bring something to the table other than just basketball. Like they're looking for good citizens. They're looking for people with great work ethic. And then like a lot of my kids, like I've had probably 600 that got scholarships so far. And a lot of them are working. You know what I'm saying? And they're very successful. Like I have some at ESPN working, 3M, you know, like so the athletics, when we teach them here, the discipline transfers over to those jobs. And it makes them high producers and performers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so last question. Any message for the 3SSB circuit this year?
Well, I'm not the type of guy that, you know, boasts or brags, but I mean, when we come, we're bringing the heat. You know what I'm saying? Like every girl that is on my team is going to play, and it's because they have high motors and they buy into what we do. It's not because their parents paid us and we got to play them. So we make sure that everyone has that same intensity. We won't have a drop off. So they're going to know if we don't beat them, they're going to know that they were in a fight.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We just going to compete and fight.
All right, that's all we got for today, Coach. Thank you for taking time out with us, and good luck next week in that Spooky Nook.
All right, thank you.
No problem. For our third interview of the day, we're here with another coach. Can you give me your name and what team do you coach?
Coach Robb, and I basically coach 15U, help out 16U and 17U.
So you're all around?
Definitely.
All right. This summer, any goals for your girls at all three levels, 15s, 16s, and 17s?
Well, basically this year we had a little shift in player personnel, I say. So that allowed us, we only have 2 17U girls, so that allowed us to have our 16U play up at 17U and our 15U play up at 16U. Give them a chance to get a little exposure early. So the goal for them is to be successful. We're looking for them to, put in the work now, be prepared to when we go out now. The live period is going to start up in July, June and July. Just be prepared, have them prepared to go out and play hard.
Okay. I talked to the other coach, and he told me that you guys are heading up to Spooky Nook next weekend. Is that a sponsored event, or is that just a tune-up for Adidas Circuit?
Actually, that's just one of our tune-ups that we'll have before we go out. Our first Adidas event will be May 14th, 15th, 16th weekend down in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. Any info on that yet, as far as schedule or anything like that?
No info yet. We just know, I think we're one of the 30 teams that'll be down there representing the brand.
Can you talk about the shift from Under Armour to Adidas?
Oh yeah, definitely. It was, we got the call that, Under Armour was like, they was going in a different direction. It kind of, how you say, when you hear something like that, you put so many work in, being grandfathered into a project, kind of throw you for a loop. But it only lasted like 24, 48 hours. We regrouped. We thought we was going to go independent. And then one call after another, we ended up with Adidas. Okay. Which turned out to be good for us because it allows us to continue on getting good things, opportunities, for our girls.
Right, yes, sir. The Adidas circuit might be a little bit different than Under Armour, but circuit is the circuit. College coaches, it's all about scholarships. So at the end of the day, what's your goal this summer if you do only 2 17U girls, but you do have your 16s playing up? So what does that mean to you being able to get them ready for next year when they'll actually be playing 17s?
Well, actually, I don't know. I'm going to take it a step back a year. Last year, we went out on a COVID season. I think we had 11 girls. None of them had offers on the table. We did little pocket events here and there with them girls and got 10 out of 11 signed to D2 scholarship. scholarships. So our goal this year for our 217 users is to take care of them, make sure they find a nice school, Division II, Division I, Division II, Division III, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
As long as they're going to school, and for minimum cost. And our goal for our 16U will be start to give them exposure now, because they'll be the next class up. So now the coaches will get a chance to see them play against older girls and some of their peers. You know what I mean? And it allows our 15U girls, which some of them are new to the program, to get a chance to see how we like to play. Our style of play is we're simple. Defense is man-to-man. Offense, we let you play a little free, but know how to attack a defensive scheme.
Yes, sir. Last question for you. Message to the 3SSB circuit.
We're going to come ready. We're going to come ready to play. We're going to play hard. If it's 36 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever it is, we come. Bottom line, we come.
Yes, sir. Appreciate your time. Thank you, and good luck next weekend.
Thank you, brother.
No, sir. We're back again with our fourth interview of the day. Another coach. Can you give me your name and what team do you coach?
Coach Terrence, last name Hunter. I coach 16U Power Move.
Okay. So is it true that you guys are playing up 17s this year?
Well, the 16s are playing.
So you're the 15s coach that's playing up 16s. Okay.
Yeah.
Just had to clarify that. Will you guys be at next weekend as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I have to move this mic?
No, you're all good. Tune-up tournament, getting ready for the Adidas circuit. What are you looking for next weekend out of your girls?
So the first tournament, we're kind of just looking for, how girls respond to the lights. This will be a lot of these kids' first time playing in any type of major tournaments. And some kids do well in practice and don't play as well in the game. Some kids, do well in practice and don't play as well in the game, and vice versa. So we're looking for, any type of responses, to the atmosphere and things like that. So, and then we'll make adjustments as things go along.
Okay. Obviously, a shift this year, moving from Under Armour to Adidas. Any comments on that?
No. I mean, the biggest thing is, like I said, we'll see, because I've never coached on the Adidas circuit. Under Armour was the competition level was super. It was challenging to be on the Under Armour circuit that first year. So we're looking forward to seeing what it is, and competing. So.
Just going to show up, man.
Basketball, man.
Yes, sir.
It's 10 feet, 94 feet. So same thing. So.
What's the best part about coaching to you?
The best part about me, I'm a type of coach that's in love with the process. Like, I like to see a kid go from one state to the next state in their development. And then once it finally culminates to maybe them getting a scholarship or playing at the next level, those are the type of things that I get excited about as a coach. So, I know that it's always a process, and the journey is what I'm super excited about.
Yes, sir. Obviously, coaching 15U, they transition into high school ball. What is it that you're looking for, in that development? You said that you like to see them go from one state to the next.
Right.
From this summer going into next summer, where are you looking for them to develop? Obviously, each kid is different, but you would want all of them to take steps in a certain direction.
So what I look at is, I always say that it's not a rocket ship. Like, their development doesn't go straight up in the air. A lot of people believe that. So when I get a kid at the beginning of the spring, I try to hopefully see that they're moving in the right direction. So if I see things that, like, we start in February, March, I start looking at habits and behaviors, and I hope over the time throughout the summer that we're able to have what I call a breakthrough. So we'll see maybe the first few times they only give one effort on defense, and maybe by midsummer they go 2 efforts. By the end of the summer, I want them to be a multiple effort kid.
Right.
So I'm watching that development as they go along. And so, some kids, they've never been pushed to that point, so they don't know that I have to give multiple efforts to play at the highest level. So you got to teach them.
Right.
Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. So I always look for those breakthroughs. It might be something small that the average person might miss, but as a coach, I see that. Okay, today she took that next step. So then I don't let them go back. Once I see it, that means you backwards now.
Right. Always going up. You should never want to regress.
Always go forward, yeah.
Yes, sir. So with that being said, in practice, you know, obviously you say you pay attention to detail. How have they looked so far from your eyes?
It's probably what, week 5? So first week I was like, wow, got a lot of work to do. Week 5-ish, I'm looking at people are responding. Now understanding that this is how hard I have to go. Some kids don't know because their high school don't really require it sometimes.
Right.
So when they come here, it's a shift. Like a major shift from I can just kind of cruise a little bit in high school because I'm just better. But when you get in here, and you're playing a national schedule, you might not be the best. So you got to give everything you can
It's
give.
always going to be someone better.
That's right. So get them to understand that mindset and the shift in their thinking, and have them understand that you have to go max effort all the time.
Yes, sir.
That's what a lot of these kids have to learn, and they've gotten better from first week until now. But again, it's a long summer. We got all the way till July, so always measuring the progress.
Yes, sir. And for the last question of the day, any message to the 3 SSB circuit?
Listen, we're excited to be a part of it. You know, looking forward to the competition, and we'll see you guys on the circuit.
Yes, sir. I appreciate your time. Thank you, and good luck next weekend. No problem. We're here with our first player interviewer today. Can you give me a name, class, and position?
Hi, my name is Samiyah Nasir. I'm a class 2023, and my position. And I'm a point guard.
Okay. What's your favorite player at the next level and why?
My favorite player at the next level is McDonald because she brings high intensity. She's quick, and she knows how to be a team player.
Okay. Where do you play high school basketball?
Howard High School.
Okay. What's your favorite sports quote?
Sports quote.
Don't have one? Okay. So let's talk about more so recruitment. Obviously, you're playing with Power Move on the circuit. How has your recruitment been so far?
It has been as good as it was going to be because COVID, I've been reaching out to a couple colleges and doing what I'm supposed to do right now. But other than that, I'm just working hard and keeping in touch with coaches.
Okay. Any goals for this summer on the circuit with Power Move?
This summer, my goal is to keep working on my game all around as a player and motivate my teammates so we can get dubs over the summer.
Okay. Any goals for high school season going into next year? You know, anything you want to get better at?
During this high school season, I just want to be more aggressive and just take the open opportunities when it's my time to shine.
Okay. Obviously, this year at Howard, you're moving into a bigger role. You were 6th man, I believe, freshman year. Next year, you'll be a junior, so I'm sure you'll probably be taking over that starting point guard spot. What is it that you have to do to take it to the next level?
To take it to the next level, I just have to be more vocal and make sure all of my teammates are informed on what's going on, just keeping them in the loop on the floor and off the court.
Okay. Last question of the day. Any pregame ritual as far as like music, certain food, anything like that?
Actually, yes. A pregame ritual, 2 biscuits before a game or practice.
Okay. All right, that's it. Appreciate your time and good luck at the next weekend that's booking up. That's it. We have another player here for our next interview. Can you give me your name, position, and class?
My name is Tamir Whittle. I'm a point guard in class 2023.
So far, how has your recruitment been playing on the circuit and playing high school basketball?
So far, I feel like my recruitment has been a good experience. I've been able to learn from my teammates, my coaches, and I had a good community around me.
Okay. Where do you play high school basketball?
I play for Woodson Finish School. It's in North Carolina.
Okay, so you're not from Baltimore then?
I'm from Maryland, yeah.
Okay, but you come back to play at U?
Yeah, I come back to play.
Okay, so talk about that a little bit. Is it any different down there?
Well, I play for Delaney Rudd, and yeah, it's different. Like, I feel like the stuff we do is different. It's a lot of intensity. Like, of course, there's intensity here, but yeah, it's different.
I got you. Talk about, obviously playing somewhere else except home, but then coming back home, you know, in between time, you like balancing that out. Like, do you ever miss home?
Out there, yeah, I do miss home, but I know that it's going to play out right in the long run, so I make it work.
Okay. Have you talked to any colleges so far?
No, I've talked to Baylor, and I've got a letter recently. I mean, in the past from North Carolina.
Okay.
But it was just like interest.
Okay. Any pregame ritual before a game? Okay. Do you have a favorite player at the next level?
I enjoy watching Sharice Cooper.
Okay. Female hooper? Okay. Do you have a dream school at all?
Probably Baylor.
Okay. Last question for you. What are your goals for this summer in your development to get ready for the next high school season?
I want to become a better point guard, work on being a better teammate, and just good overall.
Yes, man. Appreciate your time and good luck next week, and that's booking up.
Thank you.
We're here with another player interview. Can you give me your name, position, and class?
All right, I'm Mercadante. I'm a shooting guard and small forward, and I'm class 2023.
Okay, where do you play high school basketball?
Notre Dame Prep.
Okay, can you talk about the difference between your high school program and coming here and playing with Power Move?
My high school program is just like, off-season work. I love the team. I love the community. It's great to play with some school leagues. And the difference between there and Power Move is Power Move really pushes me hard. And it's a really great way to get out in front of coaches.
Okay, what do you like most about playing with Power Move?
I've been playing Power Move for about like a decade. I really love it here. I love the coaches. I love the energy. And they always have so much positive energy on the team.
Okay, you talked about being able to play in front of college coaches. Have you talked to any yet?
Yeah, I've talked to a few.
Okay, any schools that you can name at the moment?
I've talked to Columbia. I've emailed a couple of schools. I sent a call with Goucher too.
Okay, that's good. High school season, did you have one this year?
Yes, we did for about like 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay, how did that go?
It was pretty good actually. I think we made a lot of progress from last year, and I think I really upped my game.
Okay. You said you're a shooting guard and a small forward, but you look like you have a little bit more of a height to you. So does that provide you an advantage in matchups?
Yeah, I think so. With my long legs, I can definitely play defense up some guards, but I can also play some bigs too.
Okay, that's definitely perfect. You want to be as versatile as possible.
Yeah.
What's your goals this summer, being on the circuit to get better for next high school season?
I think this year I'm going to really work on shooting and really good for the coaches, hitting some shots.
Okay. Other than that, development-wise, anything else in your game that sticks out that you really want to get better? I mean, obviously you always want to be evolving, but any one thing in particular that you really want to, tune up in your game?
Yeah, I definitely want to get better at getting down the floor and play more offense. I'm really good at defense and getting back.
Okay. For the last question, this summer, at the end of the summer, what do you want to be able to say that you did or that you accomplished?
I want to say I really improved greatly, and I really want to talk more to the coaches.
Okay. Appreciate your time and good luck next weekend. That's booking up.
Thank you.
We're here with another player interview. Can you give me a name, class, and position?
My name is Nadia Moore. My class is 16 years, which is I'm a sophomore, and my position is shooting guard / point guard.
Okay. Where do you play high school basketball at?
I play at Winchester Thurston in Pittsburgh, PA.
Okay. So are you from Maryland or are you from Pennsylvania?
I'm from Pennsylvania.
Okay. Can you talk about that a little bit, coming down and playing with Power Move?
Well, I started playing with Power Move in my 8th grade year. The organization I was with prior didn't really play me the way that I saw that I could best excel myself. So I just come down here. To me, it's just another workout. Work hard, get the job done, and I can go home.
Okay. What do you like most about playing with Power Move?
I like the family aspect of it, and I like how everybody is so positive and everybody wants everybody to excel.
Okay. Recruitment, have you had anything like that yet with talking to college coaches?
Yes, I've had a few college coaches reach out to me, and I really want, and they actually.
Okay, that's good. Can you name that school?
Baylor.
Okay.
They notified me, and I got so happy. My mom was like, "What's going on? What happened?" So yeah, that's really exciting.
That's perfect. Obviously, you said recruitment's been pretty good so far, but goals for the end of the summer, do you want to, obviously you want to up that recruitment, but anything in particular that will help you do that?
I definitely think that if I keep working on my shot, because my dad always told me there's always room on the team for a shooter. So if I really get my shots and my handles down, and also my IQ with passing and everything, I think that could definitely up my recruiting.
Okay, are you excited this year about being able to play on the Adidas circuit in front of college coaches?
Yes, I'm very excited because that'll be our first impression, and I want to make a really good impression.
Yes, ma'am. So, to get a little bit more personal, do you have a pregame ritual?
Yeah, I kind of do. Most of the time, I try to wake up. I eat. Most of the time, I eat a PB&J. I drink some tea, and then I just rest, or I don't get on my phone for 2 hours before the game.
Okay. So you want to focus? Okay. Last question. What do you do to calm yourself before a big game?
I don't really just do anything. I just think to myself, it's just another game. Even though it is big, they're people just like us. And I just have to play my game, and everything will be fine.
Yes, man. Appreciate your time and good luck next weekend. That's booking up.
Thank you.
No problem. We're here again with another player interview. Can you give me your name, class, and position?
My name is Amayah Woodson. I'm class of 2023, and I'm a forward or / center.
Okay. Being a forward and a center, obviously you have some versatility too. What sticks out about your game to allow you to do that?
I would say definitely a big thing for me is I'm pretty tall for my age. I'm about 6 foot, so I think I have already an advantage being taller than everybody else in the court, and my strength is obviously a big thing for me too. It helps me get easier off the ground. I get a lot of rebounds. I can get out of there quicker and be kind of just a big down low and kind of help get the extra boards.
Okay. Where do you play high school basketball?
I play high school at Hammond High School.
Okay. Is that in Maryland?
Yeah, it's in Howard County.
Okay. Can you talk about the difference, coming from Hammond down to playing with Power Move, a difference in the programs?
Yeah, there's definitely a big difference. I would say high school, for me at least, where I go, it's not as intense. We obviously, where I go, we're not as good. We kind of are lower. We've always been that's just kind of our stereotype. We're not as good and everything. So coming here, the aggressiveness, just the level of play is a lot more difficult. So that's really good for me, especially transitioning back next year, my junior year of high school. I think I can really come out there and be a really good player and kind of get everything I need to get done. Hopefully get the looks I need to go to the next level.
Yeah, you obviously talked about, coming back next year as a junior, you'll be transitioning to being an upperclassman, so you got to take that next step, being able to be a leader. So Hammond not really being seen as a top program in Howard County, what are you doing to improve that and try to change that?
I would say I'm definitely trying to be a leader. A lot of people look to me on the team already as kind of a player. I was freshman of the year last year, my freshman year for the county, so I kind of just try to do what I can. I'm trying to lead the way and kind of pave the path for everybody that's following me, and I hope that I can change the program around and kind of get us up to the top for the next people that are coming in behind me.
Yeah, that's perfect. College recruitment, have you had any yet?
I haven't had any, no.
Okay. This summer, obviously you will want to, improve that,
Yeah,
and I think playing on the Adidas circuit will help you. So what's your goals for this summer to help you do that?
I definitely want to, get some looks and see if I can get anywhere on the program, kind of get on the circuit and everything. Just get a couple looks, because I think that if I'm even able to catch a little bit of a look, I can do the rest. I can kind of get them to be oh, she's really going to be a help to our team. She can really be a player that we can use.
Okay. You talked about wanting to be able to get on the circuit and all that, and Power Move's providing you that. How long have you been with Power Move?
I've been with Power Move for 2 years.
Okay. Where were you before?
Before, I was playing for another AAU team called Lady Blazers.
Okay. I think I've heard of them before. Are they out in the Howard County area?
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously a little bit different playing here, on the circuit, but can you talk about something a little bit more particular? Power Move, everybody talks about the family aspect. Do you get that as well?
I do, for sure. Our coaches especially, they're going to give you tough love. That's kind of the thing that they do. They want to teach you, and they want us to excel. They want us to be the best that we can be, and their goal is to get us out of here, because that's hopefully what everybody's goal is here. So I think that I really do see the family aspect, but like I said, it's definitely a obviously. They're not going to help you if you fall down. Like, they're going to tell you to get up and keep working, because that's just kind of like, that's just their way of showing it, and I really like that about them.
Okay, last question for you. Obviously, you talked about wanting to improve next year going into your junior year, but anything else that you want to improve on next year? Well, starting this summer, you know, obviously you want to get the looks, but want to improve in your game to, you know, help you at the next level and get those looks.
I definitely think that a big thing for me is just shooting outside of my range, because like I said, like I'm so used to playing down low. That's kind of been how I always am, but going into these tournaments and this bracket, there's going to be girls out there that are going to be 6'4", 6'5", so shooting for me is not going to be easy in the paint. I'm going to have to really work for that, so I think I need to get better, just a little more shifty, and kind of work with the guards to show them that like I can work outside of just where I've been used to being, which is down low.
Okay, have an inside-out game, that definitely help you out, but appreciate your time, and thank you, and good luck next week in that Spooking Up.
Thank you.
We're here with another player interview. Can you give me your name, class, and position?
I'm Meghan Yarnevich. I am in the class of 2025, and I play point guard or shooting guard.
Okay, where do you play high school basketball?
I'm going to Howard High School.
Okay, oh, so you're in 8th grade? Oh, okay. Can you talk about what it means to come and play with Power Move, you know, going into your high school career next year?
It means to like want to work, and I want to play like college ball, so I want to be the best of the best, so I'm working hard in the gym every day.
Okay. Favorite player and why?
I'd probably say LeBron, because I think he plays like he's really strong, and he's really fun to watch.
Okay. Obviously, you're probably the youngest in the gym today. So are you playing up with the 15U team?
Yes.
Okay. Talk about that a little bit. You know, being the youngest, but probably the tallest. How is that helping you out? You know, when you start playing with people that's your age?
It helps because I know like the skill level, and I can worry about like playing hard and not worrying about like all the other stuff. And I get to play like, because I like to play like I like to compete, so I like to play too.
Okay. I would ask you about college recruitment, but obviously that hasn't really started yet.
Yeah.
You know, you still being in 8th grade, but you know, the circuit will provide you with that. So this summer, do you have any goals for yourself?
Just try and at least like play hard, and just like not like try and like I like to be a little lazy sometimes.
Okay.
So just play hard.
Okay. Besides your goals for this summer, you know, you'll be going into your freshman year next year. What do you want to develop in your game that you think will help you next year in high school basketball?
Probably like a quick pull-up jumper, and like probably like a good like a quick three, or like mostly just a pull-up.
Okay, how tall are you?
6 foot. But with my shoes on, I'm 6'1".
Okay, and you play a guard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you handle the ball. You say you want to work on your shot, but obviously you being a little bit taller will help you out with advantages and matchups. So how do you use your height to your advantage in games?
I like to big body people. So
Okay.
They can't, and like when I'm dribbling, I can knock over the girl. And like they can't really stop me unless they put like 2 tiny girls on me and they just double team me.
Okay, that's perfect. Next weekend you obviously have a tournament. Anything you want to take into next weekend? Obviously practicing today, but anything you want to take with you next weekend?
Probably just cutting through and getting passing the ball around fast, because our team doesn't do that well, but we still try really hard about it.
Okay, appreciate your time and good luck next weekend at Spooking Up.
Thank you. Do you do this for everybody?
We're here with another player interview. Can you give me a name, position, and class?
Amayah Frazier, point guard.
Where do you go to high school at?
High school.
Okay, 2022. Obviously heading into your senior year next year. Last year AAU. What are you taking in with you this year and going into your last season on the circuit? What are you bringing to the table this year? What's your last year on the circuit?
Oh, I'm bringing a lot of hard work, defense, leadership.
Okay. Circuit, obviously different this year. Adidas instead of Under Armour. Still the same. College coach is going to be there. Have you had any recruitment yet?
A little bit before I took ACL.
Okay. Are you recovering from that still?
Yeah, kind
Okay. Are you fully back, or you just practicing, getting ready?
fully back.
Okay, that's perfect. When did you tear it?
October 2019.
Okay. How has that recovery been? You know, it's tough coming back from a severe injury like an ACL, but what have you been doing, you know, get back into the groove of things and coming back for your last year on the circuit?
I've been going to sports therapy, regular training, practicing, running, going to the gym. Corona kind of slowed it down a little bit, but we bounced back.
Okay, so the knee's all right. You'll be there at Spooky Nook next week, and obviously in front of some coaches. What a part of your game are you most excited about to showcase the college coaches next week?
I'm most excited to showcase my leadership and how I can run a team, my passes, how I keep the floor under control, shooting, layups, my moves.
Okay. Obviously playing at Pikesville, you've got a talented program there. Y'all won state 2 years ago, didn't you guys? Okay, so going into this next season, obviously no season this year with Corona, but what are you taking with you to try to repeat as champs?
I'm taking the same attention we had my freshman year. Last year, we was going to win again.
So you on camera saying that they was going double back. This would have been the three-peat, but
We got it. We're going to win it again next year. So
okay. All good.
we out with 2 rings.
Obviously next year will be your senior year. You saying y'all going back to back this summer, being on the circuit with Power Move. What are you doing this summer to showcase in front of college coaches and to be ready for next high school season as well?
Oh, I'm working hard. All the work I put in the sports show.
Okay. Not much recruitment yet for you, but obviously being on the circuit will provide you with some of that. So what part of your game do you want to develop the most to be able to take yourself to that next level?
My aggression needs to step it up a little bit more. Get into the paint and finishing with the foul. I think that's it.
Okay, for the last question, do you have a pregame ritual such as, you know, certain food, music, anything like that?
I listen to Lil Baby. I eat fruit and drink smoothie.
Okay.
And I sleep real good.
Sleep a lot. Okay. That's perfect. You gotta get your rest in, get ready for game day. That's good, but appreciate your time and good luck at Spooky Nook next week. We're here with another player interview. Can you give me your name, position, and class?
My name is Janiya Burton. I'm in the class of 2022, and I play shooting guard as well.
Okay, what high school do you go to?
I go to Newtown High School.
Okay, college recruitment, any of that yet?
Not a lot, but some.
Okay, interest or just talks?
Not yet.
Okay, obviously playing at Newtown, you guys have a pretty decent program over there, coming here and playing with Power Move, you know you're on the circuit. What about that high intensity basketball do you like the most?
I love the competition. It's where I used to play for Maryland Lady Comets. It was still a lot of competition, but it's more open here.
Definitely, you know, being on the circuit here now with Adidas, but you guys were with Under Armour, you know, it's definitely top of the line competition, so you got to bring your best stuff every day. You know, can't have an off day at the office because if you do, you know, college coaches are looking elsewhere. But next weekend at Spooky Nook, you say you're a shooting guard. What part of your game do you want to develop the most and get ready for this summer?
I want to attack more, not just be a shooter, and create my own shots instead of just being a shot-ready shooter.
Okay. Newtown, your class of 2023. 2022. You'll be a senior next year, so you'll be stepping into more of a leadership role. You know, you're at the top of the totem pole. So what are you doing here that'll help you be ready for your role going into next year at Newtown?
Making friendships because I'm new to this team.
Okay.
So I'm just stepping up, talking, being vocal, and helping my team.
Okay, so this is your first year at Power Move?
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. What do you feel as though this will help you with going forward into the next level of your career?
I think with all the new coaches, they're teaching me new things, just making me a better player for the higher level of college basketball.
pregame ritual at all, as far as music?
I just listen to music and just get locked in.
Favorite artist?
Lil Baby.
That's been the answer every single time today. Do you have a favorite athlete?
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. All right. Anything about Kevin Durant's game that just make you like, yeah, that's my guy?
He's just like so clutch and he's so. It's just like I don't think nobody can guard him.
He's definitely one of the better offensive players. You could probably call him the best scorer in the league. Obviously, he's battled some injuries, but KD tough.
Yeah.
But last question for you. With you not having as much recruitment right now, what are you doing to help you improve that?
I'm just getting a lot of film and putting it out there so coaches can see it.
So working hard every day. Obviously in the gym with Power Move right now. You'll be a senior next year at Newtown. So, you know, film is definitely important. But what level are you looking to play at?
D2, D1.
Okay, that's perfect. Good luck next weekend at Spooky Nugget. Thank you for your time. No problem.
And that's going to wrap up our show for today. Thank you for tuning in, and remember, if you are a sports program or an athlete that wants to grow your audience, contact Excel Sports Media today. We focus on creating top-notch highlight reels, player interviews, and informative segments that help athletes get recruited. Make sure you visit us on the web at www.excelsportsmedia.com or simply email us at info@excelsportsmedia.com. Also, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Excel Sport Media. That's Excel Sports Media without the S. Thank you.